Welcome to the Nerds of Comedy. Today we are talking about the sci-fi classic Galaxy Quest. Today we also have another first. We have a guest host, Hilary Stallings. Hilary has moved from guest to guest host. God help us. When you're watching this video, you will notice that she kind of towers over myself and our actual guest, Alfred Crane. That's because the chairs we normally use when we're shooting these were taken over to our training facility for a rehearsal and were never brought back. And this is the best that we could do. So when you're watching, you will see that she kind of looks like a vulture hovering over Alfred and myself. It's very unsettling, but we got used to it. So there you go. Galaxy Quest, Hilary Stallings as our guest host. Brad McMurran, who overslept, which is why Hilary Stallings was our guest host for this episode.
She's gangly. She is gangly.
She is.
Gangly.
You're gonna see. I mean, I don't mean to talk ill about my co-host, but she does look like a bird. What can you say? It's Hilary. And I guess that's all we have for this intro. Coming up, you'll see me. You won't see Brad, but you will see some Galaxy Quest. Never give up, never surrender. Perfect. Welcome to the Nerds of Comedy. We are here with our special guest host, Ms. Hilary Stallings.
Sorry, my translator was broken.
Oh boy. It's got to be a long episode. We are joined today with Mr. Alfred Crane to talk about Galaxy Quest.
By Graftar Samar, we will talk about Galaxy Quest.
Yay. So you... Nerd. I love Galaxy Quest and all things nerdy, so I am right there with you. Although I don't know enough of it to know Alan Rickman's catchphrase. But I do know Tim Allen's. It's never give up, never surrender.
Never surrender.
Yeah. Big fan of that. Mm-hmm. So why Galaxy Quest, Alfred?
Well, Galaxy Quest is one of those movies. It's universal. You can like Star Wars, Star Trek, or not like any kind of science fiction at all, and appreciate the movie. It's very funny. It's witty. It came out of nowhere. I remember I was at the shop at Langley Air Force Base. And I used to subscribe to this magazine called Starlog that shows you how nerdy I am.
No, I know my Starlog.
And they had a picture of Alan Rickman and Tim Allen on the cover, but it didn't look like them. And I was like, when did this show come out and how come I never heard of it? And then it was a movie called Galaxy Quest, which I saw and it blew my socks off.
And you are not typically a sci-fi person.
No.
And you had never seen Galaxy Quest?
Never seen it.
Yep.
Watched it today.
You had a morning.
I've had a busy week, okay? So I watched it this morning and I really, really enjoyed it, actually. I think of the two that I watched today, this one was my favorite. It was, the production value was like way more impressive than I was kind of expecting for like a spoof movie. And the characters were great. I mean, I love Alan Rickman. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So when I saw him, I was kind of sold. And then, they have Sigourney Weaver is Gwen, and she's incredible and like an incredible actress too. So I was kind of surprised to see
Tony
her up
Shalhoub is amazing.
Yes, I love him. Yes.
And I guess he was I guess he had finished up Wings. I don't know if he'd even started doing Monk yet, but
right.
He's amazing in it. So before we go down the rabbit hole, tell us real quick what Galaxy Quest is about.
Galaxy Quest is about the NSEA Protector, which was a part of the show Galaxy Quest, which is like it's kind of like a Star Trek spoof. Mm-hmm. It was a made-up show for the movie, but then it's about how the cast of the movie gets pulled into a real-life adventure on their ship, which was built by the Thermians, who are an alien race who caught old television transmissions from Earth and built their whole culture around the show.
I love them so much. They're so cute. And Rainn Wilson is one of them. It's like his first movie.
Yes.
And they're just so endearing. And they have like tentacles and yeah, they're cute.
So it's essentially the cast of this fictional sci-fi show, kind of like a Star Trek type show, who aliens see the show and think it's real and essentially kidnap them to help them in their battle against this evil alien race that has been slaughtering their planet. And it's a comedy. It's great. The acting is amazing in it. The head alien plays the head alien. He was on that sitcom Just Shoot Me, and he's Veronica Mars's dad on Veronica Mars.
I can't remember.
I don't know what his name is either.
Supposedly he was just goofing around with that alien voice and the walk and stuff, and the director loved it so much that he said, go teach that to all the other aliens.
We are Thermians from the Klaatu Nebula. Our people are being systematically hunted and slaughtered by Ratha Ceres Fatukri. We are to meet in negotiation, however. Our efforts in this regard have been disastrous. Please, Commander, you are our last hope.
All that stuff is really based
on...
the
Thermians?
Yeah,
okay, I thought you meant the bad guy.
No.
Yeah.
The Thermians.
Are you...
Yeah, his way of speaking and everything like that was not initially in the script. It was something he just did once in a rehearsal, and the director really, really liked it. It's Justin Long is in the movie.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's really good in this too. It was his first film. The scene where they get in contact with him while he's in his bedroom, I was like, damn, Justin Long, okay. Like, it was very well acted.
Yes, I know, Commander, and I actually wanted to tell you that I thought a lot about what you said.
It's okay, now listen.
But I want you to know that I'm not a complete brain case, okay? I understand completely that it's just a TV show.
Oh, hold.
I know there's no
Wait a
beryllium
minute.
spear,
Stop for a
no
second.
digital
Stop.
conveyor, no ship.
It's all real.
Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it!
He was about to forsake his belief in science fiction. Then he said, it was just one word, it's all real. He's like, yes.
And the storyline was just really, really good too. I mean, I love the scene where Tim Allen is in the after he's been kind of a dick to Justin Long's character, among others, at some kind of con. He's in the bathroom and he overhears people talking, other con attendees talking like badly about the cast and how they're like washed up. And apparently that's something that William Shatner experienced himself, and they threw that in there. But it was a really moving scene, like for a spoof. Like, I felt Tim Allen's hurt in that moment.
Supposedly there is some truth to that. So at the beginning of the movie, Tim Allen's character, who is the captain, kind of plays, he's kind of a dick to the rest of the cast. And supposedly, I mean, there's a lot of rumors and like infighting amongst the original Star Trek cast where William Shatner probably wasn't the nicest to some of his co-stars back in the day. So that was kind of cool to see. It's a great movie, although it does kind of portray science fiction fans or geeks or nerds not in the best light, to the fact that, you know, Justin Long and all his friends really believe that the show was real.
But he ends up being right, and he ends up getting to help save the day.
Well, screw that!
How are we supposed to get through this?
Hollister, do you have the sequence yet?
Well, one of my favorite, I can tell I really like this movie because I remember I was like talking to a friend of mine, because we quote this movie a lot in our everyday conversation. And when they got one of his friends to do the chomper order, he's like 2242 2242.
It makes no logical sense. Why is it here?
Because it's on the television
Well,
show.
forget it! I'm not doing it! This episode was badly written!
So I like the fact that on the show, Gwen's character did she have a rank? What was her rank on the actual show?
I can't remember.
But essentially all her job was repeating whatever the computer says. And then the captain will give an order. And then the
she will relay the order to the computer.
And then Tommy's like, that's really getting annoying.
Yeah.
She's like, I have one job.
Negative. No reserve beryllium sphere exists on board.
No, we have no extra beryllium sphere on board.
You know, that is really getting annoying.
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
Sure, no problem.
She's ballsy. And
Yeah.
we've had this come up in a lot of these episodes, but she is already talking about something that she's kind of woke, to use that word. But she's talking about how in the very beginning, how when she's in interviews, they only want to talk about how she fit her boobs in her costume.
Right. Yeah.
And just bringing that up in 1999, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite characters was Sam Rockwell as Guy.
Who was in one episode of the original series or the
I love
the
that.
Galaxy Quest
Yes.
series and got killed.
Yeah, he's like,
So he
what
spends-
episode was that? 89? I died in 89.
Yeah, so he thinks that he's the equivalent of a Star Trek red shirt, that he's going to be the one that gets killed.
I don't know
And one
what
of the
that
best things
means.
about the movie is Alan Rickman's facial expressions. Because when he's freaking out in the dressing room because Tim Allen hasn't shown up yet. And then when Guy's having a meltdown in the shuttle, he's like, oh, God.
Yeah. He just he hates the fact that he has to be there. The red shirt is on Star Trek. The red shirts were like the ensigns. And on every episode, they would beam down to a planet. And usually the guy wearing the red shirt would be the first one killed off by the monster.
Okay.
She's got a red mic.
Yeah, there you go.
Might
This
die
will be
this
the
episode.
last we see of Hilary. Dun, dun, dun.
But one of the funny quotes, I crossed streams big time with this when we were watching Alien Covenant, which was it was a movie that needed some help. But they're going down to the planet without, spacesuits.
Right.
And I said to my friend, you don't know if there's air.
Oh, that's right.
Because they go down to the
When they
planet.
go to the planet and Tony Shalhoub immediately opens the hatch and Guy's freaking out.
Don't open that! It's an alien planet! Is there air? You don't know!
Seems okay.
I love his character. He is just so completely laid back throughout the movie. No matter when they first get abducted into space, everybody is freaking out. They get on these transport discs that cover them this fluid stuff that then rocket them into space. And when everybody else is screaming and he gets off of his, is like, that was freaky.
You guys came. Who wants the grand tour? Anybody else? That was a hell of a thing. What's wrong with them? I don't know. Come on.
But Alan Rickman's engagement with Tim Allen's character was just brilliant through the whole movie. Then you can tell the tension that they had in the show, and then they become friendly at the end of it.
It's definitely a Kirk, Spock, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy kind of. For some reason, you always look at Leonard Nimoy being the more actory of that pair.
Alexander, you're my advisor. Advise me.
Well, you're just going to have to figure out what it wants. What is its motivation?
It's a damn rock monster. It doesn't have motivation.
See, that's your problem, Jason. You were never serious about the craft.
That's how Tim Allen's character is able to get Alan Rickman's character to do anything. Is the show must go on.
Damn you.
Yeah.
You will go out there.
I won't. And nothing you say will make me.
The show must go on.
Damn you. Damn you. I will say that stupid line one more time.
All right. So for people who have never seen Galaxy Quest, why should they go out and check it out?
It's a classic movie. It's family friendly. It's funny. It's a timeless movie.
It really is. I was surprised. It holds up fairly well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it quite a few times, but I went and watched it this week, and it does hold up really well.
Yeah, and as someone who just saw it today, I would recommend it myself.
And I agree. It's a sci-fi movie, but it doesn't fit into your typical sci-fi category.
Right.
Yeah. It's got a good story. It's a feel-good movie. The cast, the aliens, the Thermians, expect them to be what they are on the television show, and what kind of ends up happening is that they do find themselves like being able to do the things that they actually did on the television show.
Yeah.
Particularly Gwen, who is very good at repeating what a computer says.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny when they actually like turn into they're like, oh my God, we're turning into our characters.
Yeah, but in like a really great way.
Yeah, definitely. It had a good. One of the big things I really like about good science fiction or any movie, you can have a solid story and not so great effects, but when you build your whole thing around one effect idea, it never holds up. But when you got a good solid story,
yeah.
And the good thing about it, it's one serving. You don't have to watch a trilogy. You don't have to read any comic books or prequels or sequels. You can just go watch this movie, enjoy it, and then enjoy it again.
It is very much a one and done. Supposedly they all have talked about always wanting to return to these characters. And then for a while there was talk of either a sequel movie or even a Galaxy Quest TV show that everybody was kind of on board for.
Wow.
But then once Alan Rickman died, they were like, it's not going to be poor little.
Oh, yeah.
Crybaby.
That sucks.
Poor Alan Rickman.
They had a documentary they just released last year. I can't remember the title of it, but it's on Amazon. If you
I
type
saw
in
that,
Galaxy, it's
yeah.
really interesting. It's like $10, but it really talks about the interview of the cast and how the movie came to be. It's really fascinating.
Awesome.
So I'd highly recommend that too.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So a very good movie. Hilary, thank you for being a very tall guest host.
Anytime, Sean.
Alfred, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
The Nerds of Comedy.
Thanks, Alfred.
Please like our video, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And if you have a movie you want us to watch, leave it down below in the comments. I am Sean Devereux.
I am Hilary Stallings.
Alfred, you can go ahead and give your name.
And I'm Alfred Crane.
And we are the Nerds of Comedy. See you next week.